Oh, hi guys. Now I got it right. It's MicheleMarieDalene, North American Snow Queen. Hail Marie told you, and of course, as you will probably notice, you see our back of the wall is really blue. That's because we went back to the CFLs right now because of the fact that they worked better for us. But we also, of course, are still needing to adjust things as we go. This way life is, I guess. Now, first of all, I made a couple of faux pas. I wanted to be the first one to correct them because I made a mistake. First of all, the filter was an 80A filter after all, not the 80B. 80B is the one that's balanced more for studio incandescents, and 80C is more for flash bulbs. It's kind of specialized. That's something you're going to probably be using much. Now, obviously, I can't stress enough that we do not have the new stuff yet. But at least I can show you the packages of tapes for right now. Right here. And yes, they already have barcodes on them. Okay. And they have, there's 10 of them. There are 10 Imation DLT4 tapes. And you can see they have barcodes on the tapes already in the cartridge slot for the labels. You can change them if you need to. I'm probably going to have to because these don't even match anything that I wanted to use for labels in the shop. Although, that's something, that's the way life is, I guess. Now, I'm going to be showing you the label demos when I get the drive. This is another independent designer's idea of a label generating program using my laser printer to print these. Okay, so these makes print barcode labels that you can print on your printer. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is that I'm sorry I have been really bitchy lately. I just been having, like I said on Lumi's radio show, I'm not going to rehash the whole thing. Obviously, you can listen to the radio program, which is on, might as well mention that, it's on http://www.yourlisten.com/BICHELA, and there you can hear S.T.R.E.S.S. Stress does not make the very best, which is about last night's radio audio broadcast. We still do audio and we still do videos. We do exclusives to one or the other, and sometimes we do combinations of both. This can easily be more of a video because I showed you a picture. Obviously, the audio people would not be able to see. So we're gonna just keep that way. Now, I put the CFLs back in because after I did some experimentations with the colors, I did get it to look pretty good, but unfortunately, it wasn't consistent, and it had was really difficult to dial it in correctly. Don't bother me right now. That's the reason why I went to Personal Take some time to let you know that I did check it out. Does this 88 filter work good for some things? Yes, it does. It does make a difference in a positive way to help ameliorate the problems with the auto white balance that the camera's filter improperly processes. So, yes, it does help. But it's not perfect. Now, according to FedEx, they said that the autoloader is supposed to be here on the 23rd. The VS80 single loader drive is supposed to be here on the 20th. Which kind of sucks because I was hoping that we could have gotten the stuff done a lot sooner than it's going to take. But as long as it arrives in one piece, I'll be happy. It turns out the reason why the autoloader failed was because they're supposed to be, the cartridge carriers are supposed to lock into the raceway, and they were not locked in. Now, either A clip had snapped off, which means it couldn't lock in, which is possible, or maybe they just worked loose and not having a chance to review the service guide ahead of time left me kind of unsure of how to lock them in place. So yes, there is a process to lock them in place. Now today, of course, is kind of a damp, soggy, wet day, kind of cool. And of course, tomorrow will be a little, almost about the same temperature. Next week, it will be a little more warmer and up into the mid-20s. And by the way, here's an interesting note. Most of the ice at Lake Superior has melted, which happens to be a little bit late for this time of June. It's been a long time since it took this long for ice in Lake Superior to melt. There's a few small pieces left over, but the shipping lanes are clear. And that may be related to what we were talking about the interglacials and glaciation periods, which could be affecting, of course, everything else and the weather. So I still stand behind my point is climate change towards a global cooling event is more than likely the result. Is going to be the result. Also, solar activity from the sun shows that even though the sun has sent out a few X-class flares, it's been fairly quiet and overall. So the seismic influences of the Earth, which is often regulated by the solar cycle, are also remaining fairly quiet as well. Now, that's about it, really. I mean, there's not much else to say. Except, of course, I'm welcoming to your ideas, comments, suggestions, whatever. And please don't forget to share your opinions, good, bad, neutral, whatever. I don't particularly have a problem with either one. I'd rather hear you talk to me. I'd rather hear you tell me what you like or don't like so I can work on perfecting my techniques as we go. Okay? So that's it for now. And don't forget to like or dislike, share with your friends, comment in the comment section below, and if you have not already done so, subscribe. And that way you'll be kept abreast of all the videos and how they're going and how they're processing and whatever. Okay? Until then, guys. Bye-bye.